Most big cats are regarded as man-eaters, and we so often revere them, praying never to encounter the terror that be when we drop a deuce in the wild. But in truth, certain cats, albeit not the biggest, are the true nightmares of the world, especially for their prey. But how do they hold this title? Why would anything be afraid of this cute, innocent face? It's a good thing evolution didn't make us small enough to be prey to these little yet vicious cats, and after I show you why, you won't be able to convince me otherwise. Let's get into it. What if I told you the most feared wildcat species in Africa isn't the so-called king of the jungle, but one that weighs just as little as a lion's paw? Yep, you heard that right. The black-footed cat, or Pallas nigripes if you prefer its scientific name, is an adorable cat found in southern and central Africa, and is the smallest non-domestic cat. But being cute and cuddly, it only gets you so far in the unforgiving wild, so to survive, they've gone bad. So bad that they've earned the title of the deadliest cats in the world. Shocked, right? Well, don't be. When you hold a record of a 60% kill rate, these accolades are bound to come in. In perspective, big cats such as lions and even leopards only have a hunting success rate of 20%. That's a mammoth 40% gap. But before you probably start saying it might be because they hunt relatively easier prey, get this. These primarily nocturnal, opportunistic hunters can walk up to 35 kilometers a night to find prey, which is the furthest recorded for any small cat. They have impeccable night vision and a keen sense of hearing that can pick up even the tiniest sound. If that doesn't impress you enough, how about their ability to hunt fast, agile birds? Like this guy. These guys can tuck their legs in to keep them as low to the ground as possible. With legs primed like a spring, they deliver a power leap Michael Jordan would be proud of. After that, it's good night for their prey. Remember, they rarely miss. Okay, so we know the black-footed cat is small yet deadly. What if I told you they're bigger than this next cat breed, the rusty spotted cat? You might think this is just a cute little kitten probably lost in the wild, when in fact it's almost a full-grown male adult. He could even fit in your palm. But don't let that fool you. They pack quite the punch for such a little critter. Because of how similar they are to the leopard cat, people often call them a washed-out, smaller version. They're even smaller and thinner than your typical house cat. But what they lack in size, they make up for in agility. Like the black-footed cat, they feed on small mammals, frogs, lizards, birds, and insects. Rusty-spotted cats are excellent climbers and have a great sense of sight that catches even the slightest movements. India, Sri Lanka, and some parts of Nepal are littered with these little rodent-killing machines. While the rusty-spotted cat is bad news for the rodents of the wet and dry forests, these guys don't even need greenery. They thrive in the hot, scorchy sand landscapes of Africa's Sahara Desert, the Arabian Peninsula, and some parts of Central Asia. But how could a cat survive living in the desert? Never mind a little one that looks like something you could just scoop up and take home. Well, with a name like Sand Cat, you know they're built for that life. They weren't named after the happy hour cocktail. These little predators have well-adapted fur that protects them from the scorching heat and keeps them warm on cold nights. Sand cats pride themselves on being the only feline that lives exclusively in deserts. Pretty impressive resume, right? But to pull this off, they must have a secret way of getting water. Maybe a cat's only oasis where they host an all-you-can-drink buffet. Well, it turns out they don't need water to survive, going weeks without a single sip. They get all the moisture they need from the prey they consume. As if that wasn't incredible enough, they've earned themselves the moniker the cute snake killer. Sandcats eat almost anything they find in their habitat, but one of their specialties is hunting snakes like horned and sand vipers. They deliver quick blows to the head before finishing them off by biting their neck. Since we're talking about cats with dense fur, let's take a look at the Pallas cat, named after the naturalist who discovered them. Pallas cats have the thickest fur of any feline. They have quite an adorable appearance with their flattened, rounded face, stocky build, super fluffy fur, and cute short legs, kind of like Garfield. While Garfield might be known for being a sluggish cat, the Pallas cats have earned the reputation of the grumpiest cat in the world. You see, unlike the black-footed cat, only 1 hunt in 3 of the Pallas cats is successful. But here's the kicker. They need to eat up to 5 rodents a day to keep warm in the cold and arid environment, as this keeps the blood flowing to their paws, which aren't particularly built for walking in the snow. I'd be grumpy too if I sucked so bad at the very thing that keeps me alive. Still, it's not their fault. Evolution has given them stout legs, which could get their body stuck in the snow, and a robust build, making it hard for them to chase after prey or escape danger. Regardless, these still help them keep a low profile while these ambush hunters stalk prey. When we hear the phrase death from above, we often associate them with fighter jets and birds of prey. This cat is changing that narrative. The Margay is one of, if not the only, arboreal cat in the world. These guys are so good at climbing that you could mistake them for a monkey, which they hunt. We know cats are agile, but how can they hunt monkeys? Well, for one, they've learned to mimic the call of small monkeys to lure them close enough to pounce upon. Seriously, that's mind-blowing. These cats are not only great climbers like a squirrel, but they're also as smart as a primate. Intelligence and agility are the 2 key components in surviving the terrains they call home. Margays are like mini ocelots and weigh less than 4 kilograms. Their well-adapted paws allow them to climb a tree like a squirrel and descend head first like a monkey. When they feel like showing off, they even hang from a branch with 1 back foot. These agile hunters can jump as high as 3.5 meters to catch prey, such as sloths, birds, monkeys, and so on. So what happens when a cat can't live on trees and has an insatiable appetite for birds, small monkeys, and even mongoose? Simple, become a caracal. Caracals are known to be opportunistic predators that have a set of skills ideal for hunting a wide range of prey. They have sharp claws and teeth, ears that rotate like a satellite dish to pick up the slightest sounds from their game, and strong hind legs that allow them to leap up to 10 feet and grab birds from midair, as well as sprint after prey. In fact, they're the fastest of the smaller African wildcats. Equipped with their sandy-colored coats for camouflage and stiff fur to cushion their foot pads, these predators can capture their prey and they wouldn't know what hit them. Imagine how much havoc these cats would wreak if they were much bigger and preyed on larger animals, like humans. Or if they all came together to form the feline equivalent of the Justice League to avenge all the atrocities committed to all the cats globally. There wouldn't be a place to hide. No, seriously, if we were on their menu, we'd be the easiest prey, because we'd walk right up for a cuddle. Like, who could resist this? We'll catch you later.